Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
And just like that, we're back.
Going in.
End of the day podcast. I mean, it's only right.
Come on,
Don't-
man.
It's only right. Another week.
Let's go, baby.
It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Wow.
This nigga's going bonkers.
Come on, man. It's your boy T.
Will exclusive.
Wow, impressive. And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Thank ya.
Whew. If that's not a good intro, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it still made it just in time for the drop. That was like
Crazy.
That was tasty as fuck, right?
Yo, the drinks, you gotta admit, I'm getting better. I'm getting nicer.
I'm getting drunker.
Yo, for real though. Wait, we gotta take this shot though.
Oh, we didn't even take the shot? What?
You want to start the podcast off blacked out?
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Kristen.
What better
knows
way
how
to
party.
start the pod?
Kristen
Oh wait, yeah, let her get her water.
All right.
Get your sip on.
Get your sip on.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Oh, I'm not gonna hold you. I almost spit that all over my laptop.
That was horrible.
Oh. That would have been wild.
Why do people drink liquor?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. This is horrible.
That was
experience.
truly a wild experience.
Liquor will never taste better than a cup of juice.
What?
What?
Yo.
Why is the
We're off
wet
the
dog
rails today.
size by the dry fire? Like, what is that?
Man.
Oh, shit.
Yo, this is why I love potting, man.
Yeah.
Because we just do whatever the fuck we want.
For real, bro. Kind of like actors, kind of like comedians.
Yo, what would you do if I just walked in here and slapped the shit out of you?
Smack the shit out of you.
Man.
What a fucking week, guys.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That shit really caught me off guard.
I mean, we can get into the theories and all that later. And obviously, I'm sure you guys are probably tired to death of hearing about it because you've probably been hearing about it all week. It's been
Bro, this
but cooler
fucking
talk.
headliner.
And it'll probably be like that for the next week it'll be like this till the next crazy thing happens. And
Yeah.
and honestly, there's already been some crazy things that have happened. So it honestly means that it'll be like this until the next crazier thing than this has happened. Because there's already been crazy things technically that have happened in the news and all that. But for people who don't know, we're talking about the infamous smack.
At the
The
Oscars.
smack
the
heard around the world.
I mean, honestly, come on.
Was it though?
If a slap happens at the award show and no one's around to hear it, does it really make a
Does it really make a sound?
Man.
Man, all I gotta say is there's so much talk. They're like, at first I didn't want to think it was real. I thought it was fake at first, honestly. I thought it was a joke.
I'm still convinced it's fake.
And that you're convinced it's fake.
I am.
I mean, the
jaded.
evidence is
On both sides.
It's convincing, you know, like he's leaning into it. He's clenched up like he's ready to get hit. He's leaning into it, you know.
Also, Chris Rock has been hit multiple times in his life. Like he has spoken many times about like how he just was like abused throughout his life. So, not to say like, oh, he can handle it, he deserves it, but he probably was a little bit braced himself because it's something he's experienced before.
I mean, man's had his hand behind his back though, like,
Yeah,
and leaned into the slap.
I will say,
I feel you, Sin. I feel it, like the possibility of it being staged. I feel you.
yeah. I mean, so for me, I started listening to Will Smith's book because I was like, I want to know what he's going through, because his speech talking about like he feels like he's being called to protect people. I was just interested, like, let me see what else he has to say, and zooming out from this moment and like their red table talk, you know, the shit with August Alsina, like, first of all, they're in an open relationship.
August Alsina, right?
August Alsina, but he put the shit out there, so then they had to address it. But they had been doing an open relationship, and Will has said they've never cheated. I think zoom out from this moment.
That's why she called it an entanglement. That's why she called it what it was. That's why, you know, it was discussed like that.
Yeah.
That's why it was even able to happen.
I just personally think that, like, if we zoom out from all this moment, like, whether it's intentional or not, I think that the Smiths, their family as a whole, I think their focus is on mental health and in like being open and honest and having dialogue that a lot of people don't normally have.
I mean, if it is centered on mental health, I think it's a great thing because it seems like Will Smith needs that right now.
100%. And I think his book is all about his mental health and like what he's experienced as a child, how it's affected him as an adult. And
we need a biopic on Will.
I mean, read his book. It's like kind of incredible.
Is it about his life?
Yeah. It's like not the Will Smith, like the actor. It's like the Will Smith, the human being who like, so yeah. I mean,
do they have that on Audible?
Yeah, but you can. It's on there.
Is he the voice?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah. Reading your own book, that's hard.
And like one of the first things he said is that like he watched.
How's Chris in this situation? Because he's the one who got smacked. But at the same time,
I mean, his brother's not having it apparently.
Yeah, well, because that's what I'm saying. Like, people are worried about Will Smith and talking about his mental health and all this stuff and like why he would do something like that. And he's the one who attacked someone. He attacked someone.
Right.
But that's also coming from the mind of if it is 100% real.
For sure. I mean, speaking on the whole mental health aspect of it, I mean, like, something just didn't seem... something didn't seem right when he slapped him, the way he walked off, and then his apology after he got the award. Like, mans was breaking down, talking about shit. Like, you know he's got shit on his mind. I just feel like he has so many outlets. He has his own platform. He has the Red Table Talk, but I just feel like he maybe like needs to actually just get out of the public eye, because man's been in the public eye his whole life. Then he was like
talking about Will. You're talking about Will, essentially.
Yeah. And then he's put under like a microscope with this whole fucking open relationship shit. Like I imagine he's going through a lot. And I don't know if you saw the clip circulating of like what Chris said back in 2016 about Jada.
Yeah. When Oscars were getting boycotted by black people because it was all just white people getting nominated and shit like that. And Chris Rock was hosting and made the joke about her not being invited.
So I don't know, man.
I mean,
there's so many factors.
Well, I think that's the biggest point of it all, is that like it's not lost on Chris, that joke and how it could affect someone even if she didn't have a medical condition. And I heard a hot take that said, what if he never went up there and slapped him and that joke just went on? Like, are we really just gonna allow for him to just make a joke at a black woman in her hair for being short?
I mean, we could.
I think that joke.
Hear you.
I think that joke
Kristen.
I think that joke happens and dies there. Like, I don't think.
Especially this is the second time he's made fun of a black person, a black woman, in a white space. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you going out of your way to entertain these white people with this joke?
Specifically about her disorder, this was the first time.
But I don't think the joke wasn't really directed at like black women or like black women's hair. It was more so like directly at Jada
for having short hair. But I think, it's also, it's not just that. Like, why does he choose to make fun of those people all the time, like of her all the time?
And I think that's why maybe, I mean, who knows what goes on in Hollywood outside of what we see. Like, they could be at parties, there could be a vibe. Like, Will could have not have been fucking with Chris for a cool minute and then just was fed the fuck up and was like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Like, we don't know. But my thing is that like Chris Rock is actually still a comedian, and like comedians say wild shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So like in if you look at it in that aspect, like Will Smith was high key out of pocket for just going up in the middle of a award show and slapping the host in the face.
That's the general consensus for most people. I feel like they thought he was out of pocket, he could have handled it, but the disrespect happened publicly, so the retaliation should probably happen just as publicly.
Yeah, I mean, I
really can't control how someone's going to
Do you think that Will deserves to not be allowed at the Oscars for what he did?
I think they banned him for like a year.
I think it's in the air.
No,
is that official?
I think it's official. Like, he can't come back next year. He's banned for a year.
Man.
But
I'm sure he can sit one out. Whatever.
Maybe it would push back anything that he might have in the works.
I mean,
I Am Legend's right around the corner.
People don't show up to award shows all the time.
Yo,
I don't know.
Michael B will get the award for
I Am Legend 2. Yeah, I think it was Michael B's role to take anyways.
Yeah,
because I think Will Smith might have been just a ghost or something like that.
I don't know. I just think it's not a good joke for everyone. Like,
I think the craziest thing about it is how they let homie chill there after he did it. Like, that's what's making me think. That's what's got the conspiracies running, because of how much the Academy didn't do anything about it at the moment. They didn't have him arrested. The setup was too perfect for it to be like, all right, if Will smacks anyone else in this room, we either are gonna have a fight on our hands or are gonna have to call the police.
It was weird how it happened, and it just happened and nothing else happened.
It happened to the perfect person. Had it been, because Diddy came up on stage right after that all had happened. Had it been Will Smith walk up and smack Diddy.
Sleep.
But maybe Diddy wouldn't feel the need to disrespect.
No.
Like
I'm just saying, just that scenario, regardless of what was said, because it's great.
Would he slap him?
We're just talking about if Will would have slapped P Diddy, it would be a different night. It would have
fought.
Yeah, exactly. Because who's to say what it would have took to get Will to do something similar to anyone else? Because realistically, when we look at what Chris Rock said, it wasn't even that big of a deal.
There has to be more to it that we're not seeing.
I mean, I think it's just that thing, like bleeding on people that didn't cut you. Like, he's already sensitive. Don't come for his wife. He's in a place where he needs to protect his family, especially. He probably feels very called to protect Black women, which is why I say, which is very needed right now.
Why I say I feel like,
and all
it could have easily been someone else that made just as lesser joke about Will's wife that night. Would he have walked up on stage, smacked that person instead of Chris Rock, and been allowed to sit there for get an award and sit there for the entire show?
Will Smith is a king, a true king, so like I'm sure that's why they let him stay. But here, I have a question. So do you think, like, if someone degraded you in public, like, not saying like he drug or name through the mud, like it was some crazy disrespectful thing that we all understood immediately, right? But like, imagine like someone dogs you the fuck out and soils your name in front of everyone. Mentally, the pain that is going to cause you for however long, do you think that hurts worse than a one single slap and what that, like, oh, you got slapped in public because you were talking that shit?
Well, it depends.
Like, what do you think? Do you believe that physical pain and mental pain are like similar? Because the way that we're all reacting, like, oh, how could he hit him? How could he hit him? Like, we're pretending like mental health doesn't matter. That's how I feel personally.
Because the slap is different because it's recorded, it's live.
That's internal, like that, or like that is gonna last for years.
That's gonna last. Who knows when Chris Rock?
People might only know Chris Rock for getting slapped by Will Smith.
Millennials, and
for sure. That's a reality. That's a reality.
1,000%.
And it's like,
so that's
at the end of the day, they're both legends. They're both legends in the game. But
is it that's because what Chris is asking, is it fair though? You're dealing with something.
Is it a fair exchange?
Nah, I don't think it's a fair exchange.
What do you think is worse? I personally would rather be hit.
Nah, no way. I don't believe that. You got to live with that for the rest of your life. That pain that you're talking about, that the other person might be feeling,
it's not about the pain of the slap. It's about the fucking everything afterwards.
You're essentially putting someone through just as much, if not worse.
But he's coming up financially. His ticket prices have tripled.
Maybe, but at the same time, now he has to go out there and talk about it. Everyone's expecting him to talk about it.
And now he has
What if he does not even want to talk about that?
Like this one incident changed his entire career.
What if he wants to move on from this? He didn't want to press charges. What if he's like, fuck, I just got slapped on TV. I don't want to talk about this. This is like,
listen, this is the thing. We have that's something that all of us have to realize, that like, we make it big, people follow us, whatever. Maybe they don't like what we said, they fucking slap us in real life.
I mean, all I know is that comedy tour though, shit about to go up.
Because realistically,
he's about to say something. He's got to respond to it.
Well, that's what everyone's saying. But
they're
what if
supposedly
he doesn't want to?
Well, supposedly he was at a show.
Even if he makes a joke out of not addressing it, he still has to address it.
And that right there is what I mean, in the sense of it's affecting the person who got. I would not want to be there. It's with the person who did the slapping. It's a 50-50 as far as whether people think what he did was wrong. That
nigga was at the club afterwards, though.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting a 50-50 split as far as whether people think what he did was wrong or not.
I just want to say,
most people who really have any type of opinion being like, oh yeah, I would have did the same thing if he did this, talked about my wife.
It's a public stage, so that's really the only difference. If he slapped him anywhere else, no one would care. No one should care.
It's almost expected, though.
I mean, 100%. Like, if that was any other setting, I would expect for words to be exchanged at least. Obviously, we all know that.
Well, that's the thing. Words could have been exchanged. He could have got up on that stage.
I mean, he
could have got up on that stage, grabbed Chris Rock by the shoulder, and was like, "Listen, bro, I love you, but you can't leave my wife's name out of your mouth."
Yeah.
He could have did the same thing. Just grabbed him by the shoulder and been like
said some shit to him.
Just grabbed him and took the mic. He's loud. His voice is obviously loud enough. He could have got at them and like, listen, I love you, and it's all love, and I know you got a job to do, but
you know what I think it was, Sin? You know what I think it was? Honestly, I think it was a perfect time for Will to say, "Fuck y'all, I'm done with everyone making fun of me." Like, this was his moment to like slap society.
But that's for society don't catch.
He took. I
might be saying that.
No. Listen. I think that. No, hold on, bro.
The jokes.
Hold on. What I'm just saying is that I think Chris Rock took that slap, and like Will wasn't really mad at Chris per se. Maybe this is what my thinking. I think that was just pent up aggression from everything, bro.
Once you say that, it's not fair, though. Once you say that, it's not fair.
Wait, no. So I'm listening to his book.
Because he's bleeding on someone that didn't cut him.
But he's right. Terrence is right. He talks in his book about how he was a soft rapper, and like especially you have to imagine your wife the woman that you love, her other lover, potential lover, that they never did anything, but they like grew up together, so they have like extreme love. He's the hardest motherfucker out there. Like a
Tupac,
true king.
For the listeners that don't know, Tupac used to be dating Jada Smith.
Well,
they were never dated. They were just tight. They grew up together, so they were like coming into an age that they could be together. Yeah, this is from the book.
They just have history together.
And anyways, he has like extreme like embarrassment and like, or not like jealousy and just so many problems. Especially he watched his mom get beat by his dad and never did anything, so he feels like a victim and like helpless, so needing to stand up for somebody, like standing up for his wife, like standing up for whatever.
I'm gonna peep this book
because there's so many dynamics.
I've heard
of why
nothing but good things about it. It's sold like a fucking zillion copies. It's so crazy.
It's a therapy lesson.
It's sold fucking through the roof. It sold really well. So.
I'm gonna fucking get that Audible real quick.
Yeah,
it's on there.
Yeah, what's it called?
Will.
Oh, it's called Will.
Hard. They didn't make it a movie. Just make it a movie. Call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make the. And that is that the first time that would ever happen? Like, you write like a book, like a bio book. What do they call that? A biography. Wow, I'm high as hell. Yeah. And then they turn that into a movie. That would be hard. I don't think that's ever been done.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm sending peace and love and energy, positive energy to both these guys, because at the end of the day, you have someone who was hurt
It was just
prior.
It was some crazy shit.
Who was hurt and going through it prior, and like you said, he was fed up. And then you have someone who unfortunately caught the result.
Yeah.
Outside.
He essentially caught the results of this person's anger and rage. And was it fair? I don't think so.
I will say I find it interesting, like something about Chris. I feel like I'm sorry, from an energetic perspective, I feel like there's something about Chris Rock that he needs to let go of or needs to move on from, like always being assaulted. Like, why are people always hitting him?
Why? When was the last? Does it say who's?
He just talks about like his whole life growing up. Obviously, it's like a lot of other things is why he was getting his ass beat. But like, I just feel like there's like a level of like.
Do you know who the other people were who were hitting him?
He's just talked about it in a lot of interviews.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Like people growing up.
Chris Rock?
Yeah. Like he's like I feel bad for him. Like I feel like horrible that he's like suffered so much, and like why is he still like getting hit at like such an old age?
He's a small guy, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
and then I just think like everybody hates Chris. Like when we talk about like what you put out there kind of comes back to you. Like everybody hates Chris, like, and you're still getting hit in your 50s. It's crazy. You should not be getting hit in your 50s.
Maybe, I don't know. He's a comedian, so it's like in the end of the day, like his job is to make people laugh, and that's all I know him to do. The joke was not that bad.
Honestly,
it was funny.
Sin, if I'm keeping it 100 with you, bro, it just wasn't a good look for the black community.
Exactly.
That's two black legends just getting.
Bro, I agree.
I was just like, yo, this is a moment right now, and it's like people are looking at us and laughing, bro. It's just like
I would have appreciated the latter, what I told you, like him just dealing with it in a way where it was just like still showing your dominance, but no need for actual levels of violence. Like you don't have to bring it there, because in the end of the day, if you do something like that, then you would essentially now have the ability to do that to any, because now like it just puts comedy in a weird space. Mm-hmm. Like you think
okay.
You think this is the last comedian who's gonna go up there and like not be forced to, but his job's not gonna be to make fun of the crowd? That's something that's super normal.
No. From this moment, if Chris Rock, someone who's made a movie about black hair, because that's from her perspective, this is why she's feeling. I mean, I don't know exactly why she is, but this is like a level of it. Like, are we going to continue to let people make jokes that like? At the end of the day, like we cannot be making jokes about black women and like doing this. Like this is not what it is.
As far as what do you mean making jokes about black women? At the end of the day, people can literally get fired for having different types of hair, like wearing natural hair. So you could lose your job for this shit. So like, I don't think that's funny to make a joke about it. Like we can't continue. Like we need to like breathe life. I don't think that was a joke about black hair.
But
that's your perspective. Other people perceive this from other perspectives. So like, I've been listening to tons of perspectives.
If you're saying there's a ton of perspectives, then you can't say you if you're saying this perspective exists, then a joke about it can exist then in this world that you're saying with this multi-perspective. So if you're just saying,
where do we draw lines in comedy? I guess is ultimately how I feel.
I mean, technically there is no lines in comedy. If you're offended by something, you're offended by something. You can take the simplest joke and probably find some level of offense in it then, if that's what you're about to say. If you're saying there's lines in comedy, there is lines in comedy.
And what you bring up, Sin, is an interesting point, because like I can say that I have the same perspective view that there is no boundaries in comedy, but then that makes me think like
what I think is
hold on. This makes me think like in this world of like cancel culture, like, and you know, people, you know, Donald Trump not having an outlet because of what he says and how it's considered like hate speech. Like the internet has banned him from having a voice, like, and you know what I'm saying? Like people are now saying, you know, even myself included, in my eyes, I think comedy, no boundaries. But like, where do we draw the line is what Kristen is saying, is like things can be done and said in comedy that like if you weren't in that space, people would be like, yo, who the fuck is this guy?
I think
it's hate speech. Like,
I would say the way you try to kind of, and even once again, since it's comedy, there's never any way to prove it. But what it comes down to is intention. Like, what do you intend?
I'm not saying, and by no means am I saying Chris Rock was like hate speech, but this.
Well, no, what's his intention?
What I'm saying is like,
you heard the joke. What's his intention behind it? Do you think he intended for what you're seeing? The perspective, Kristen's clearly saying the perspective that is coming from where someone would be offended. Do you honestly think that was his intention, was to make fun of and to come at the hate speech from that level of like talking about?
And that's
black
what I'm
women?
saying.
Or do you think it was a joke about G.I. Jane?
What I've been trying to say, but we're just talking over each other, so I'm trying to like make my point, is that like, what I'm saying is that, you know, at the end of the day, these things are being said, and, you know, if we're saying comedy has no boundaries, like, people can say whatever they want, but like in other spaces, you're not allowed to say that shit. So it's like, what are we saying is comedy? Because people can interpret things to be funny and shit. Like, Kristen saying mad people are offended. Some people are like, oh, it's a lighthearted joke. Like, what does it take to be like, nah, fuck that. This ain't comedy. This is some other shit. Like, we don't fuck with that.
I just told you, and that's why I asked you.
The line is
I'm literally, dude, listen. I'm telling you, what is your intention? There's people who say ridiculous shit all the time. There's comedians who say wild ass shit. But at the end of the day, no one gets bugs over it because they know, and they're just trying to make people laugh. They're saying things to just make people laugh. They know the person is coming from a genuine perspective. When you see Chris Rock's comedy, he's been saying wild ass shit. He's said crazier shit than that fucking joke. But you know he's a good dude, so his intentions aren't to hurt, it's to bring together people. Dave Chappelle, when you watch the Chappelle show, dude, his skits are fucking crazy. But you know what his intention is, bro. So that's what I'm saying. In the end of the day,
facts.
It's intention when you say these jokes. Because there's truth in every joke. Every comedy.
So then we're the judge. As the people.
Because it's hard to prove it. You can't really prove intention. It's not something in the court of law you can be like, oh yes, no, I intended for it to be.
It's really just the vibe.
It's 100% the vibe.
So with that being said,
what do you think when he said that joke?
What was the vibe? I think personally, bro,
you felt it. You said off rip. You told me off jump. You said it was a G.I. Jane joke. It wasn't a joke about her. Exactly. It was the fact her hair was short. It was already said before. He didn't even write the joke.
That community that feels that way about Chris Rock, what you're saying, Kristen, like saying that, you know, this is an attack on black women and like a whole culture. Like, I respect those people. Personally, for myself, I don't think that Chris Rock, that was his intent, you know, and like every joke I'm sure in comedy is interpreted a certain way. I think this is just such a large spectacle that we're seeing every side of the story, and it's like Chris Rock, I don't think really meant that. I think it was something more deep than that, you know, whether it be something between Chris and Will, or just Will going through some shit, or like, who knows, bro? We don't know, but I'm sure we will know, because this is the fucking headliner, bro. Like what I've been saying, it's like they're gonna have the Red Table Talk. They have a show for this outlet. Like, we're gonna see it. This is gonna be around for a minute because people want to know, like, what the fuck happened.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to make sure Chris is okay because he got slapped on TV live.
No, and I don't want to also sound like I don't care about Chris Rock. Like, I deeply care that both of them are okay.
Will Smith has definitely stated in the past he's mentally worked on it. That book's been out for a while. He's been very open with his mental health and where he's at and him working on it. So, like, honestly, this is a learning experience for all of us.
Yeah. We can see ourselves in Will Smith in one way or the other, whether it's like you've overreacted on somebody, you've like done something. Like, we are all deserving of forgiveness, like both of them. Like, you know, I could say like, oh, Chris Rock, you had this documentary, you knew what this meant when you said this in this whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I hope he cares, and I hope they care that they hurt him.
Because honestly, the joke he said before in the Academy Award, one was funnier, and two was worse. That one I could see him getting the slap for. The one he said when they didn't show up when they were boycotting the awards.
Yeah,
I don't remember the joke 100%. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go on the interwebs and listen to it. It's dumb funny, but at the same time, I can see him being pissed at that.
I saw some shit this morning. They've been like interviewing Will's family and shit. Like,
yeah, you know, everyone's gonna eat off it. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the biggest reasons why I feel like this was like all a setup, honestly. Like, and still even though
because now I'm reading his book, so I paid for it.
And still, even though this all happened, this was the second worst watched Oscars. Last year's was the worst watched.
But this is up a little bit.
This one's went up a little bit.
Because really what's up is the YouTube plays, the Instagram
well, they
posts.
killed it on the social medias, obviously.
Yeah.
The social medias, they killed it.
But not the real live.
But not the live. Even though this all happened, niggas still didn't watch that shit. It went up a little bit when...
it was just like replays.
No, but it went up in viewership. Live viewership went up a little bit right before Will won. So a lot of people didn't even see that shit live.
They saw the slap then.
No, they didn't. A lot of people didn't see the slap live. They didn't see it live. It went up right after. The viewership had a spike right before they announced Best Actor. So people just tuned in to see essentially Will win. And then it trailed off again. So, yeah. Niggas,
wait, the slap was after or before
before he won.
Yeah,
It was before he won. So a lot of people didn't even see it. They just probably just saw it on the interwebs. So they killed it on social media, but they did not. Niggas did not watch the fucking Oscars.
Yeah, we didn't watch that shit.
Yeah,
I've seen a few people who won some speeches.
Yeah, but on the interweb or live? You turned it on?
Wait, did you see the interview with the gentleman that won the?
I didn't watch any of that.
For the movie Coda.
You gotta show me. Yeah.
Have you seen Coda?
Nah.
Wow.
I mean, don't say it like that. We literally just watched it, but it was fucking hard.
What, Coda?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it about?
It's so Coda stands for Children of Deaf Adults, and it's a girl who grows up and her parents and her brothers only speak sign language.
It's on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Yes. So we got that.
Is it a TV show or a movie? It's a movie.
It's a movie. We got the Apple trial. So if you haven't run Apple TV yet, you can use a trial. But then it's like, I think it's $4.99 after that.
It's not crazy expensive, but they don't have a ton of content.
They do not.
You watch that Tom Hanks shit? The Tom Hanks movie?
Which one?
It's like...
on Apple TV?
Yeah, it's on Apple TV. Yeah.
We just got it, so I have not. If it's good, I'll watch it. But no, Coda was a good movie, man. It's definitely heartwarming. Definitely just like a good... positive movie.
I shed a few tears.
Yeah, it's a lot of love, you know, and I feel like that's what we need.
It's called Finch.
Finch.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He builds a robot and shit. It's pretty fire.
We'll check that out.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV.
Nice.
It's a little slow, but it's pretty slow. I'm gonna talk about action. It's dumb slow.
But in a good way, it's shot well.
It's shot well. That's what I liked about it.
Say less. Well. We love the shot well movies.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of those movies that Chris will fall asleep, but you won't stop watching.
Yeah, like she'll be like, "This sucks. I'm going to sleep." And I'm like,
"Fuck you."
let me watch it
because it's shot mad good. For real. And there's some other stuff coming on Apple TV soon. So,
yo, I just gotta say it because I'm very excited. We're going to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying?
Bang, 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 bang. Honolulu, Honolulu.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yo, that's actually pretty solid.
Oh, what, my dad?
If we shoot a music video, you might have to hit that real quick.
Yeah, you should make an island bop.
That's crazy. His arms is kind of like noodles. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we found a hidden talent.
Exclusive.
You didn't know. Oh, you didn't.
If you didn't know, now you know.
That was an incredible squiggle.
Thank you.
The squirm.
The squiggle. Wow.
Squiggly.
Yeah.
That's what the dance is called, the squiggle.
Yeah. They didn't do that when I got off the plane though. And I was like,
No. When I got to Hawaii the first time,
They were doing that?
I shed tears.
They were doing that?
No. I just got there. I could feel it. I said, oh my God.
They didn't put a lei on it? They put a lei on it?
No, I wish. I would pay money for that experience.
It was COVID, bro.
No, not the first time we went.
Oh, the second time we went was COVID.
When you caught COVID.
No.
Nah, sleep, bro.
The first time you went is when you
Their cases were low, I think, when we went out there.
I remember when you came back from somewhere.
Ohio.
Oh, that's when you.
That was in 2019, prior to
2020, January 2020.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I remember when you just came back from somewhere.
I guarantee. I feel like that was it for me. That had to have been COVID in like December.
Yeah.
It was like December 2019.
No, January 14th. We came back.
Oh, okay. Whatever. We time traveled. Swear to God. Anyway. Yo, Pepsi and IHOP are making a soda. Apparently,
are you gonna try it?
Sounds tasty as fuck.
Do you get into trying all these like funky
maple syrup cola?
I have a friend who drinks the Coca-Cola coffee. It's in a can.
Oh, I have a can at the salon.
I kind of.
Why did you say it look like
because
that?
I got it as a gift from
Wait, what is it?
I have a can of that exact cola that he's talking about.
What's the cola?
It's coffee and Coke.
That sounds actually kind of fire.
Remember I stole it from that place we went? I didn't steal anything, actually. It was free.
I don't remember. But
The Super Bowl party. And then I tasted it and I was like, this is disgusting.
Oh, I mean, it sounds good in theory, but I'm sure the sugar level is crazy.
It's not good?
I don't think it was cold enough. Maybe I'll try it. I'll try it again. I'll try the one in the fridge. But I got it from Amazon.
I used to really fuck with the vanilla Coke.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No. Yes, I do remember that. They still sell vanilla Coke.
I mean, I don't see it around.
They don't?
Man. So when I was younger, my grandma and grandpa used to own this place called the Rainbow Carryout, and it was you'd like drive through and get alcohol, beer, cigarettes.
I want to light it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And we would that was like my favorite part of my childhood growing up, is just being there and being able to drink pop, like just to like a cherry Coke. That was my shit.
Was it in the glass or
it was plastic, but
the twist off?
Yeah, but like you imagine like being like 5 years old looking up and you're like pretty much in a convenience store, but it's like in a driveway. And you just see pop driveway? And it just like shimmers.
Wow. Literally
my 5-year-old self was like pop was like the highest of things that you could. Yeah, like I remember being like, I
gotta score some pop today.
Wow. Fuck.
Kristen's getting hyped off the soda right now.
Oh my God. And you know what, man,
some pop.
So funny. And then
pop.
Yeah. Because I asked this girl one day, I said, where'd you get that pop from? She said, what? I said, where'd you get that pop from? She was like, what the fuck is a pop? I was like, oh my God.
I feel like they called it pop back when TV was black and white.
I feel like pop will come back.
Why? What do you call it?
Soda.
What do you call it?
Soda, but I don't mind calling it pop.
I don't mind calling it pop.
Yo, pass the pop, huh? You know what I'm saying?
It's not that I mind calling it pop. I just feel like if I did, it'd be in a time where everything was black and white. And people
I feel like that shit might come back, bro.
People dance like this.
Wow.
Like every history
really
repeats
moves
itself.
Today.
Yo, Sin is the Wiggles, man. I'm gonna call you Mr. Wiggles.
That's the point and step. Point and shake step.
Girls with the pink dress with the poodle
with the dog on it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's when they called it pop.
Wait, what? What kind of dresses?
With the poodle skirts.
Poodle skirt.
Kirsten, I'm glad Kirsten knows. That's what they called, poodle skirts.
Yeah. Whoever did that is like, it's like very Moschino. Like, I love that.
Poodle skirt era. There's a poodle skirt era.
Yo, are you gonna try for the turtle dove restock or what?
Yes, of course.
Let's be honest though. Do you like the shape of the V1 better?
This is the poodle skirt era. This is when they called it pop. This is when they called it
That's
soda.
definitely pass me the soda pop.
Pass the pop. That's when they called it pop.
Yeah. Poodle skirt.
Poodle skirt era for sure.
Poodle skirt. Yo, that's a good. That's a rap song right there.
Skirt, poodle skirt.
These are This is a $1 million idea episode right here.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna know if you come out with a song called Poodle Skirt. We already own that shit.
You stole
I'm gonna
it from
make
us.
this episode a fucking NFT or some shit.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck
Give
it,
us some
man.
bread.
Yo, I gotta say it, man. Cause I thought this headline, like, I be reading the headlines, you know, shit pops up on Instagram. I just be laughing, bro. When I saw that LeBron James won.
The Razzie?
Worst actor for Space Jam.
You didn't see the movie though.
He wasn't that
No,
bad.
we saw it. We saw it.
It wasn't that bad.
Don't
Bro.
play LeBron like that.
I think that's also
What's going on? It was Black History Month not too long ago, y'all. What are we
Man,
doing now?
That's fucked up.
No
LeBron
one-
James is a king.
no one pays attention to the Razzies.
Yeah, what the fuck is the
I've never
Raspberry
heard of this
Awards?
before. They talked about LeBron James.
They're talking about 40 second fucking
I've
award.
I've known about the Razzies for a long time. The Razzies have been around for a while.
Man,
It's like
fuck
The
outta
Onion.
here.
It's just like it's like the way the Oscars exist. It's the
You said The Onion.
Yeah, no, the Onion's
Come
like
on.
fake news. No, it's similar to that in the sense that they just do kind of like prank shit or like.
I mean, it really boils down to who. Honestly, that's the thing with award shows, because it's fucked up, because it's like, who is really judging this shit? Who is the like? It's not the people's choice. We're going to an award show and people are judging a movie, but like, who the fuck are you to judge my shit? You know what I'm saying?
100%. And I think, of course, what you guys are saying makes sense. But at the end of the day, this place, the Razzies, they need people to pay attention to them. They need eyes on them. So yes, it's gonna get headlines if LeBron James releases a movie that year, because you know he's not gonna be a good actor. It's gonna be mediocre in retrospect compared to Denzel releasing a movie that year, Will Smith releasing a movie that year, the big dudes releasing movies that year.
Well, they're also saying like worst sequel or whatever, because like at the end of the day, it's so hard to top Space Jam 1.
That was my biggest issue with.
They shouldn't have.
Like, do
They should have
something
just
else.
left it. They should have.
They should have did LeBron
left it
James
alone.
the same way Kyrie Irving did that movie where it was like Uncle Drew type shit. It was like a whole new type of basketball movie. I wish LeBron James had did like something that wasn't Space Jam, because realistically, like, Space Jam was too big, and to do Space Jam 2, it's just gonna. There was nothing LeBron James could have done to make people not hate on it. People were gonna hate on that movie always. They were always gonna hate on Space Jam 2.
Exactly.
They were always gonna hate. There's nothing he could have done. He could have made He could have made Training Day to like the movie of the version of.
Oh, you're saying just because it's LeBron?
Because it's Space Jam 2, bro.
Yeah, because you have such a hard, bro.
And Space Jam 1 had Michael Jordan in it, nigga.
Bro, it was timeless, bro. And that's the thing. It's like, if you want to.
Granted, Space Jam 1 was a good movie, regardless of who you were. Like, even if you had put like LeBron James in it, if you put anybody else in Space Jam 1, I think Space Jam 1 is actually a pretty good movie.
It was groundbreaking.
It was
too,
just in general, as far as like the movie premise and all that. It's a good movie. On top of that, you have literally the GOAT, the best basketball, most considered the best basketball player of all fucking time in that movie.
GOAT. Certified.
If you watch that movie, Michael Jordan wasn't acting his ass off. This nigga was acting like a basketball player would act. There's no groundbreaking acting in that movie. It's not like Michael Jordan made me fucking cry. He was just acting like how LeBron James was acting. LeBron James, actually, I give him more props because he had to do more acting to like people who weren't there. Whereas Michael Jordan, back in the day, they had to use like a lot of stand-in. Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, shoot, man.
I think it's just they needed the people to look at the Razzies. They needed the eyes on them. So let's give LeBron James a Razzie. Because if LeBron James didn't get they gave out mad awards. Who's the only one we're talking about? Is the one they gave LeBron James. They gave out mad awards that night.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just headliners. That's it.
They gave out mad awards that night.
People be choosing this shit.
It's clickbait, and they just use his name, and they get the views.
We all watched the movie, so did it really matter? We all enjoyed it. Did it really matter?
Now watch it again. Just
I'll watch
because
it
I
again.
love him.
And that's the thing I realized recently. Like, Kristen has always been telling me, you know, don't listen to the critics because, like, it's about what the people think. Like, the people score on Google when you're looking at
I like the Rotten
movies.
Tomato one because it has the people score.
Rotten Tomatoes is cool. I mean, I just do the Google search and it has everything.
You can always tell though when you look at Rotten Tomato, when you see the critic score be lower than the audience score, you could tell it might be like what's considered a bad movie, but you still like it type shit. Whereas when you see the audience score is low,
It's politics.
Yeah.
It's always politics.
Yeah, it's always politics. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes you just gotta watch
I
it.
could never give a fuck what a critic has to say.
I like just hearing what I've found critics that I follow just because I like hearing their opinion on shit. Just because I like sometimes
Because sometimes you might have a similar vibe to a critic, so you're like, hell yeah.
I do have critics I do listen to their shit and fuck with, but for the most part, I totally agree with you. Like, I could give two fucks what someone thinks about a movie without me seeing it. I need to see some shit. I'm not gonna just totally be like,
I'm for the people. Whatever the people think.
Now, how long it takes for me to watch something might be based off of what someone says. I might wait to watch it at home than in the theater based off of what you guys tell me about a movie. You know what I'm saying? I might not go pay $20 to go see it in the theater to go. Instead, I might wait till it's like on HBO Max or some shit. Because I don't know if we talked about it on an episode before, that Queen and Slim movie. You guys seen Queen and Slim?
Yeah.
Y'all seen it in the theater or y'all seen it like...
both.
Did y'all like it?
Queen and Slim? Hell yeah, bro.
I like that movie. I think it looked beautiful. I think
it's shot really well. I think it's shot really well.
I think there was definitely some parts that I didn't quite understand. Like when that boy shoots that cop.
That
movie though. I just want to say before we criticize it, I want to
criticize it.
Well, I mean, having an opinion is criticizing it. I guess this is even a criticism. I just want to say that movie was shot so beautifully. Like, all the colors.
One of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen.
I say it's definitely shot really well.
And the soundtrack,
incredible.
Soundtrack was really good.
The acting.
I think
acting was really good,
bro. And that's what we're putting the pieces together. All I'm saying was it was a good movie. Like,
there was just some holes in the plot. I think that was what it was. I think it was mostly just a storyline.
I mean, the kid shooting the cop was like, I felt like that was kind of a weird.
No, I think that was a realistic approach to the movie. That being the thing that brought them together. I think the way they handled it was where it got weird to me for the movie. Because even them running from jump. Me personally, are you guys gonna run?
I think that has everything to do with the fact that she is a lawyer.
I think that was very weird.
But but imagine that where people end up. Like, you work in the prison system. Like, you see this shit every day. So
but you also know how the law works.
And you know that at the end of the day,
that there's a key. You know there's a camera in the cop car in the dash.
I guess I just I wouldn't blame somebody for being scared and like
she
running.
Wasn't scared. She didn't show any fear the entire. She was
for having that perspective.
She was moving like she knew what was up. I think maybe that's why she might have actually have been scared. Maybe that might have been something that they didn't show or didn't say. But she was moving like she knew what was good. When he was moving like he was scared. He was actually showing his true emotion because he didn't know what to do. He was trying to think about things, and I think that was mainly the issue. Was they kept there was parts of it. It started with such a serious premise, and then there was parts of it that just then became such a movie. That was just like, all right, this is a movie. All right, it's hard to talk about something so serious and it be a movie. Because then you get to this parts of it and it's like, all right.
Wasn't that the point of a movie though, to like help the information come in gentler, like so we can all like feel it?
Nah, because in the end of the day, I feel like, for me personally, I thought I would have appreciated or wanted, I would like to see a movie where they try to handle that shit, not them try to run to Jamaica or wherever. That didn't seem realistic to me at all. That didn't seem like a plausible, realistic situation. I guess maybe, and I know that's like a
I don't know if I would run. I don't think I would ever run from the police.
That's the thing. I might. Here's the thing. I was hoping. I would thought they were gonna run and figure out a way to turn themselves in. I thought that was the way, because I think running. I wouldn't want to be there when the cops get there. Nah, I'm gonna get a lawyer, and we're gonna set this up so the cameras are watching and everybody can see us. We don't have any guns on us, and we're turning ourselves into the police. Because I think being there, yes, you're setting yourselves up for death. Like, so running, essentially, that's why I was rocking with the beginning of the movie. Even when he shot the cop, I was like, yes. I was like, hell yeah, I would have shot that cop in that same situation. I would have fucking blasted that cop's fucking head off in that same situation. I can see how that movie got to it. Granted, Shorty did get them niggas in that situation. If you watch that situation,
because she was
talking way too much. When you see a cop as a not even as a female with your mans, as a passenger in a car, whether you're the homie or whatever, if you see a cop who isn't just a normal cop, when you see a cop who got a problem.
Well, I think that's the thing about this. What's her character's name? I think the whole point is that she is a highly intelligent lawyer. Like,
she wasn't acting like it.
But don't disrespect me. Like, don't disrespect us right now. Like, this is, because at the end of the day, like, at what point are you allowed to show I don't approve of what you're doing right now, police officer, regardless if you're the cop or not. Like, me as a person who deserves respect and dignity, like, why are you talking to me like this?
You don't. All right, that's fair, but it's one thing if this is your man. This is someone that you don't even fuck with, that you're not gonna hit up again after this. You don't get to put them in that type of situation. That's not fair. He did not want to be. You seen how he reacted. He just wanted to talk to his fucking dad. Like, let's be real. She might have been that, so let's stand up for black people. He was not that type of person. He was just a simple dude. You seen the restaurant he had brought her to. You as a lawyer, as an intelligent person, do not have the right or responsibility to put someone else in that type of situation. When you see that officer is like that cop is like that. He was like that from the second he came up, made a nigga pull out his trunk. He didn't.
I mean, but bro, you're saying this in a situation like, you know, this might have been, you know, in a time where these stories aren't around, and when some shit goes down like that, you're just scared, fight or flight. Like, you did.
What do you mean?
Like, when everything.
I'm talking about how she acted, because when he opens the trunk, he's showing the cop the shoes in the trunk.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind showing the cop the shoes in the trunk. She starts mouthing off. She's like, "Can you hurry up?" Da 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 da. Because of that, he shuts the trunk, makes a dude get on his knees, and starts to arrest him.
Right.
From then on, I considered it her fault why the situation even happened. He had no problem. He was a normal guy. He had no problem. All right, I'll show you what's in my trunk. I don't care. I'm going to do everything I need to make the situation go on smoothly and us have a good night. You can continue being a racist cop, and I'm going to continue with me being a black dude living on and not having a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason you even pulled me over was because you felt the need to go through my phone. And at this point, you're never going to talk to me again. She had already stated it. I'm not seeing you again after tonight.
I feel like that's her mindset, though, is like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is not okay. Fuck you. Like, and I'm done dealing with the bullshit. Fuck you. And this happened, and now we're out. Like, that's how I see her. Like, this person who's just like, no, I deserve this. I deserve dignity and respect. You're not about to talk to me like this, and the people that I am with.
But he's not doing it to her. He's doing it to him. She talked off and now is arresting him. He had to get on his hands and get on his knees. And she got out the car and started doing shit.
It's like when reality meets reality. So her personal reality of how she feels, what she deserves, right? And then reality of like what is really happening, and like what it's like, almost like, I don't want to say the laws, but it's like kind of how it is. You know what I'm saying?
And that specific situation is how it is. Because he has the most power. He has the most power. He's a cop. He's the guy with the gun.
Like he is. He's the flow of the ocean, and like this is like a little thing trying to come into it. Yeah.
She got shot because he had the gun. You know what I'm saying? He's controlling the situation right now. I would have thought, just because of the way they portrayed her character prior, she's mad intelligent. Fine, be that strong, proud woman that could, because some people might come off bitchy-esque that you are. Whatever, I understand it. But when you see those situations, you would have just moved it in a way where it wouldn't have put you in that predicament. Yes, after he makes you open the trunk and all that.
I think that speaks to like having to be perfect all the time. Like nobody.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it's perfect. It's understanding. Yo, get that cop's badge number, because she was asking for it. Get this badge number and make sure he pays for it. Make sure he understands that. Go in a way that actually hurts him.
Yeah.
Or at least. Regardless, like, my only issue was that she had put homie in that predicament. This nigga wouldn't have mind he opened his trunk. He was even down to ready to get arrested. This nigga was just even down to ready to get arrested and didn't do anything. Realistically, what did he even do? Swerved a little bit. Realistically, what did this nigga even do? He was even down to get arrested.
How do we even get on the topic of
Because I had asked about that movie, because we were talking about movies and shit.
That was a long deep dive.
Yeah, it was. And I think also y'all might even brought the movie up and told me to watch it around that time, and I didn't. I just recently watched that movie and I was like, damn, this movie is a movie. That was the issue. It talked about something so serious and it ended up just being like movie shit. Even the ending was just like movie shit.
Yeah, I guess I like
movie shit. It was movie shit. It was movie shit.
Yeah.
It was movie shit. It was movie shit. And I think that's really what bummed me out. Is because like I thought I understood people's like. I just wish the way people had talked about it when I went into it, I understood what they meant, because they kept saying Bonnie and Clyde type of esque shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything Bonnie and Clyde in there. I saw like a mishap that with that situation where you're just going on a date just because you wanted to get out the house and all that, and that happened. Regardless of that happening, it could have still, I think, went in a way that was still kind of movie-esque but semi-realistic, where they're just trying to figure out a way to turn themselves in so they don't get killed. Because I feel like your lives are still in danger at that point. Even if you want to turn yourselves in and go through the system, I would still be scared that a cop would see me instantly and gun me the fuck down. 100%.
I mean, it kind of ended that way.
Yes, but only because they got to, because the niggas was on a run. They got to do that shit because they was on the run and shit. And then that dude, I knew that.
Do you think it would have happened any other way though?
If they stayed there, let's say they stay there. Let's say they stayed there body body.
What do you think would have happened to them?
Oh, you're getting gunned down. They're good.
You're spending life.
Nah. As soon as the cop gets out of the car and sees homie, he's gunning you down. You're dead. There's no way his racist homie is not pulling up first and gunning you the fuck down. You could be butt ass naked, take all your clothes off, and be spread and just see so you don't have any weapons on you. That nigga's gonna gun you the fuck down, and we're gonna wrap it up in paperwork, nigga. So they had to run regardless. They had to leave. She was right in that scenario, but like
it happened fast. I feel like
it was definitely.
It's like what you're saying, bro.
It was cool. It was shot fucking very well though.
The part when they're dancing in the bar.
That's 100% at that part. And I was like, this is a movie. I'm like, what are these niggas doing? These niggas in a bar.
So beautiful.
And on top of that, like it was mad crazy because everybody there pretty much knew who they were. Everybody knew who they were. Everybody knew who they were.
For the listeners, we've
that movie's been out for a couple years.
This was a crazy deep dive. if you haven't seen the movie, go
It's
watch it. We spoiled the entire movie, but go watch it.
It's called Queen and Slim. You guys have probably watched it.
Yeah, we got to get off this movie.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Love that movie.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. It's cute. It's cute as fuck.
It's beautiful. It looks.
I want to say
gorgeous.
a round of applause for this anti-lynching law passing.
It's kind of wild. It was kind of wild that that's like a.
They had tried to pass over 200 different options of this law, and it finally happened in 2020. What year is it? 2022.
2022. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't get it though. So prior to that, was it not against the law to lynch a nigga?
No.
But so if I lynched someone,
it wouldn't be considered a hate crime. So like hate crimes are punished even more harshly than a regular style.
Okay, I guess. All right, I see what you mean. So it to get that extra level of like, yo, you're a piece of shit, like you're hard.
Yeah. There's like levels to being a fucker.
So there weren't.
This
niggas,
is like a top tier.
But so I guess any nigga who was just trying to lynch a nigga just for the hell of it, not because of race or anything, is like, fuck, now niggas gonna think it's because this nigga's Mexican or white or black or whatever this nigga is. They're gonna think it's a hate crime. That's essentially what you're saying. All the niggas who was just trying to lynch a nigga just cause, not because of his race, because they hate this nigga, they now have to watch out because it's a hate crime. Because I'm sure that, dude, there's definitely had to have been. You telling me only people who were trying to portray a hate crime were lynching niggas? There's no way that's the case. There's no way that's the case. Because lynching is what, hanging? What is the actual lynching? I don't even know what lynching is. Hold on a second. Lynching. Meaning.
Sin with the lookup right now.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to lynch someone without being racist. Because it does involve a mob, usually.
Yeah, that's some wild shit.
So I guess if you were to do it by yourself, you're kind of just murdering someone. Because it does involve
the mob.
Yeah, it does.
That's so dark.
It does say mob, for an alleged offense.
I feel like
without
that's
a legal trial type shit.
That feels 10 times more evil than just one person doing something evil, because it's like a million people, like 20 people doing something evil.
Why is this shit not illegal by now?
Well, no, I think what Kristen said, you guys said, like, it was probably illegal, but it didn't have the hate crime edition, which probably, I'm imagining, carries like minimum level. At this point, I'm sure anything under hate crime probably carries minimum levels of prison time to make it like that you never want to commit a hate crime, essentially. But yeah, lynching. So lynching. That's what I guess what it was. Is I didn't know what I thought lynching was just to hang someone. But I guess if you just hang someone by yourself, if you were to just hang someone, you probably were just a murderer. You would just get a murder like shit. Lynching involves a crowd of people.
Super dark.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. But it also makes sense.
Man,
I'm glad. So hold on. Joe Biden just signed that shit. What? So now it's like got the hate crime attachment.
Yeah. So pretty much, it's considered illegal at this point. It's a felony.
There you go.
Boom.
Get that Fed time, all you fucking hate crime motherfuckers.
We don't fuck with hate crimes around
No
here.
hate crimes in this bitch. Hell yeah. Are you gonna wear that shit? That headphones with the face? From people who don't know, and these niggas is late to the party because I guess they ain't heard niggas is start wearing masks now at this point. Like masks is pretty much over with. But who made it?
I'm not sure of the company, but essentially
no, it's Dyson.
It's Dyson. That's who it was. It was Dyson who's made it. They made some They made it's like a headset mouthpiece combo that purifies the air.
I mean, if you're at the gym
and noise cancellation like headphones.
If you're at the gym, that's kind of hard.
Can you imagine being in the gym really running with that shit?
I would.
That's fire. You look so space age.
Dyson unveils its latest project, and it's a headphone purifier. Wow, this shit is fire.
I wonder if it works, like if in a higher concentration
that
of people,
hard, son.
if it would work less.
Fire.
For the first of its kind, that's kind of hard.
I just wonder. All right, how heavy is it? Like, how comfy is it? I'm wondering how much of these are renders and how much is like actual legit. I need to know. Is anyone walking with this on? Because
I need like a sports edition.
Nah. Yes. I agree. You need something.
They need like a Beats version, but it's not bad, bro.
Cause
it's like some space age shit. You would look wild in the gym with that on, though. Now that I'm looking at it.
But I mean, if you're in the gym with it on. Oh, actually, no. All right. So there are some videos of someone wearing it. It does look somewhat comfortable. Yeah, I can see it. It looks
Someone
bad.
said in the comments, I'd rather take my chances getting sick than looking like Optimus Prime. Wow.
This is so horrible.
Well, that's the thing, though. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% convinced this is needed, though. This might have been.
It's cool for like just pure air.
These niggas is late to the party. They should have released this a year or two ago.
Yeah, this is kind of late.
What the fuck took them so long? Nigga, I'd have been wearing this at work every fucking day.
I feel you. That's facts.
They fucked up.
Yeah, I don't need a mask, you know. I got this purifier right in my face. That's crazy.
They fucked up.
They did fuck up. That shit looks like a space helmet without the glass.
Honestly, but personally, I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, if it does all of those things, like that's pretty baller.
I don't think it's that bad.
That's pretty baller for me.
I don't think it's that bad. And it looks really cool.
Very 2030.
But what the fuck? Dude, you guys are dumb late. Masks are done with. There's no, you know what it is? And I think a lot of companies are going to run into this. They thought masks would probably last, and that masks were probably a part of the next umpteenth years.
I mean, they have the fourth COVID shot now available for the older people. So
but just in general,
think this is
though,
the future.
Yeah, but are masks the future? Because that's the thing. Masks, the people.
Personal choice. It may be like up to businesses to still decide forever.
Dyson is a very expensive company. How much do you think this shit's gonna be? They charge like $800. They charge like $800 for a vacuum cleaner.
$1,500.
No, I don't think it'd be 15. I think it'd probably be like $600.
It's Duo.
I think it'd be like $600. I think it'd be like Apple headphone price.
Bro, I paid like $400. It's like $450 for a blow dryer. It's
That's
like
I think
crazy.
I think it'd be like Apple headphone. I think it'd be Apple Pro headphone price.
No, bro. It's at least $1,000. It has to be at least.
No.
At least.
Well, no. The reason why I say it is because if you look at, Apple gets to charge $600 for headphones because they're Apple. If you look at all the headphones that they're competing with right now, the highest, most expensive one is the Sony ones for maybe like $200. Those ones, the Sony ones are like $250 max. So Apple's premium comes mostly in the finish of these headphones and the make and the model of these headphones. That's where the premium price comes in.
Dog, they're selling a $600 blow dryer. You think they're not going to sell
$600 headphones?
No, not headphones.
That's
blow
what I'm
dryer.
saying. No. The headphones will be because I'm sure that mouth.
So 600 plus 600. Like I'm telling you, it's not going to be less than $1,000.
I'm sure that mouth thing is probably like low key, probably like $60. Honestly, that mouth thing is probably not even that expensive. What is it? What is that thing on your face? Essentially, what
air
is it?
Purifier.
And air. How much is air purifier? Is that small cost?
I need to see like some reviews on
exactly.
But if it works in excellent condition, like they're probably trying to sell, because their products are good.
Essentially, you'd have to have that on and let me fart in your face.
Oh my god!
If you don't smell my fart at all, you don't smell any of my fart, then I'm a total believer. But if you smell like a little bit of it,
I'm a total believer. I can't.
Technically, right? You should be able to fart in my face while I'm wearing that, and I don't smell any of it. Am I right?
I actually
He's
hate
thinking
this
about
topic.
it. He's thinking about it.
I'm calculating.
He's doing his math right now. He's doing his math.
There's got to be a minimum.
You see.
Minimum blast radius.
Well, all right. Maybe we got to find a basis.
You got to be like a 3 foot away from the blast.
No. Maybe we got to find a basis because maybe we got to find like maybe you should do it with like an N95 mask. So the N95 mask is a test where N95 mask, a legit one of them tight ass ones, have someone fart in your face. You smell it through there.
Sin exclusive.
Through an N95, and then if it does the same amount or worse or better, then I think that's a good basis, right? Because the N95 that's the
Yeah, I mean I gotta say that's pretty good.
Do you wear an N95 mask?
Test.
Who's walking around with a who do you know? I used to know
N95 mask.
Here's the thing though, pre a year ago, I knew of quite a few people who would walk regularly. I see walking around with serious ass masks around. Like they will always everyone I know for the most part wore shitty ass masks. But then everyone has that friend who just regularly wore a serious ass mask. That tight ass, like, nigga,
Maybe in the height of COVID I would have been down, but honestly, like,
did you ever regularly wear a serious mask? Not some bullshit.
The N95?
You know that shit that hurts your ear, nigga.
I just had the little black Amazon
joints. Your ear off?
You'd be hurt in the back of your ears because it's so fucking tight.
Hell no, I never wore that.
You know, you've had that mask.
Literally never wore that.
Do you know what we're talking about though?
Yes. I wore 2 black masks at work.
Yeah,
but
we used to have those at work.
And did you wear it regularly?
I just wear the regular one. I couldn't do it, bro.
It's so hard.
And the shape of it, you look crazy. It's like a beak.
It is a beak because it's covering. You notice how the people who wear those masks never have to adjust them. They never have to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
They have to. It's because it's serious. It's a serious ass mask.
Serious ass mask.
I did think that after the mask came off that I was going to be like adjusting my jaw because when you have the black mask on and they get up in your eyes and you just like pull the mask down with your jaw. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Kind of.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little.
You've never had the black mask touch your eyeballs, like the eyelids at the bottom.
Usually, just pull it down.
That seems like a personal issue. Honestly.
Well, I guess because I'm doing hair, so I'm used to like my hands
wild.
are busy.
That sounds.
Oh,
insane.
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that sounds
like,
painful.
That's some hairdressers.
So now, like, I was like, oh my god, I wonder if I'm just gonna be like. Look like I'm on fucking drugs or something. No, I don't do it. I don't. Thankfully. Because it's not in my eyes, so why would I need to do it?
I was trying to think, were you wearing a mask when you did my hair the other day?
No. I feel that.
I mean, we're not wearing masks right now. Why would you do it when
No, I feel like I went back to like not worrying about.
I was just trying to think of a way to bring up the fact that she did my hair the other day.
Yes, I did an incredible job.
Amazing. That looks amazing. You should go to Kristen Elizabeth.
Come see me. Let's do it.
Hair done.
Yeah.
Because she killed it.
I really did a great job. I was really excited about how it turned out, and the photos we got were so fire.
They're so good. They're so good.
And your hair is gonna look so good as it fades.
I'm so excited.
And then when next time, we're just gonna bleach it and we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna like maybe put like a root on you.
I'm totally down.
But like how when we bleached his hair, he looked like an actual mermaid.
I almost wanted to leave it. It looks so good. It looks so good. Like
patina, like you know when like things like metal goes in the ocean or like gets old and it like looks all like patina, whatever.
We almost
That's what his shit looked like. It was so fucking cool.
We almost did not touch it because I was just like, damn, it looks so good. It looks so crazy. It was fucking insane. Kristen Elizabeth is a beast. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hair done by her.
Yeah, thank you.
Stop playing with yourself. Or continue.
I might have to dye my beard like some crazy colors.
That'd be insane to see, actually. I'm excited. I hope that comes to fruition. Kristen's shaking her head like, hell no.
No, this bitch.
Like green?
Ooh, like that. Honestly, no. That would make you look like a leprechaun, a black leprechaun. This nigga be a black leprechaun. This nigga be a black leprechaun.
Chill, bro.
Oh shit!
Oh,
yeah, no,
dead.
you are not allowed to. No, not green. Any other color but green. other color.
Shoot, man. Did you have anything else?
Oh yeah, hold on. No, so the fucking this Waymo shit is happening in San Francisco.
What is it?
Look, it's in the tech shit. Waymo's trials. They're fully driverless. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast yet, but I think they're in Vegas. I believe they're in Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in a little bit, but the driverless taxis. Are you down with it? Are you hopping in a driverless fucking ride?
Damn, it's got cameras all over it.
Well, it's got to if it's not a fucking person in the passenger seat. I mean, in the driver's seat. Like, how the fuck else is I'm supposed to drive?
I would be down to try it. It just depends on like where you're at, you know? If the traffic system is regulated and, you know, there's proper stops and shit, like...
Hold on, would you try it right now, getting out your door right now? And coming to my house?
Am I taking streets? No, I'm getting on the freeway.
Yeah, you're getting on the freeway.
I mean, we do self-driving in the Tesla.
There you go. So then you are getting into it. So then you have no problem with it. You're good. You're Gucci.
Yeah, because if I crash, I'd sue them folks.
Well, what if you crashed and you lost your pinky toe in a crash? And you know,
I'd be okay.
Your pinky toe,
bigger check.
Your pinky toe helps with stability.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Yes, it does.
100% it does not.
All right. I want to see you.
You have to learn how to walk again.
You definitely
might not take long, but you have definitely.
Yeah, I want to see you jump with a pinky toe and then jump without a pinky toe.
Oh fuck! All right, here it is. Your toes play an important role in keeping you balanced as you move.
Otherwise, you're walking on peg legs.
Bro, all right. Whether you're barefoot or wearing shoes, your pinky is the smallest toe. But it is crucial in helping you maintain your balance.
Bro, when I got hit by a car, my toenail fell off, and I for sure thought this bitch was never gonna grow, and my whole toe was gonna fall off.
Off your pinky toe?
My big toe.
Oh yeah, that happens.
I was scared.
But you grew back.
Yeah, it's all good now.
Yeah, because that's life right
but
there.
I thought my whole toe was gonna fall off.
So life is a toenail.
Wait, peep this.
It'll grow back.
even though the pinky toe...
Shut the fuck up.
This snippet from this post. So even though the pinky toe has no functional... Alright, fuck it.
The pinky toe is very valuable. That's what we learned.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to tell you, nigga. You need that shit.
VIP. Very important pinky.
They says it has no functional value, but removing it makes running and walking nearly impossible.
Nobody care about that joke.
Hold on, what? Hold on.
It has no functional value.
This nigga's... Alright, you realize how ridiculous that sentence sounds.
No taste.
This nigga said the pinky toe has no functional value, but if I take it away, running and jumping is impossible.
It's nearly impossible.
So nigga, obviously it has functional value then. It does... It
just maintains your balance, but like you functionally, like you can't pick things... Like your toes, you can curl them up and pick things up. You can move them.
Well, I guess maybe because I'm looking at maintaining your balance as a function. Like the act of doing it, the act of...
It's not really functioning. It's just...
It is. It's stability. It's keeping it stable.
That's function.
Maybe.
Hey, I'll tell you this. If keeping you stable was a job, nigga, you gotta pay me. Nigga, you paying me bang. If that was a job that I had to do on a regular basis, like, oh no, I need someone to keep me stable. Like...
Yeah, you just holding weight.
Yeah, nigga, you paying me bang.
That's facts.
Yeah, facts. If you got to keep a nigga stable.
If we're talking about the toes being workers, that pinky toe better be getting paid.
Nigga, you getting banked, dog.
Yeah. That pinky toe better be getting paid down there.
I'm going to start taking care of my pinky toes. I'm going to oil them down at night.
Whoa. Oiling down your pinky toes.
One of my clients, she said the funniest shit to me. She said that she would rather show somebody her asshole than show them her toes. And that she's so afraid of like letting people see her toes, and she'll run and like jump in the pool so no one can see her toes.
Can you next time you? How often do you have this? This is your client of yours?
She just said that they're like the second one is like longer and it drives her nuts. She's just a perfectionist. I'm sure her toes are regular, but she's so crazy. I love her. She's.
You should ask this client. Be like, I have a friend of mine I do a podcast with. He would love to see your asshole.
What?
Sir, no, it's a no for me.
I don't care about the piggy toes. You can keep the photos of the piggy toes. I would love to see.
It's not the piggy toe. that took a turn. Anyways, I wish I had glasses I could push up on my face.
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to pass that message.
I don't. I won't.
You know what? You can keep the photos of your pinky toes. Send me photos of your asshole.
Yo, people really love. There's people that love toes though.
Yeah.
Like really love toes.
Me, hey, I love toes. I love it. I'm not like fetishy in love with toes, but I love
But that's what I'm saying. Like people be sucking on toes.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't need.
You
to
be
do
sucking
all
on
that.
toes?
I don't need to suck.
Asking for foot photos.
No, I don't. She can keep the foot photos. I'll take a butthole pic any day. She can send
I'm
me that.
sick. You're so.
She said she doesn't want to send them. She'd
It
rather
was a
send
joke.
it. Yeah.
She's not gonna do that.
Oh damn!
You be asking for butthole pics?
No, if I was in a salon and
You need to get on Grindr.
let's say, because you know salons they be where the tea happens, and I was in the chair across from her when she had made this joke. I'd have been like, all right, word, you can send me the. You can send me the booty pics.
She would never be saying that to you though.
She'd be saying it out loud enough.
What are we even talking about?
I'm
so
sick.
hard.
Oh man.
Exactly.
So what else?
Aside from buttholes.
Aside from butthole photos.
Butthole pics. Aside from that, what else can we dive into? All right.
Hold on, y'all want to go in on the private island, the Jeffrey Epstein private island?
I mean, hey, there's not much to say, man. The island itself.
Who gets to sell though? Who's selling it? That was my thing when I
think someone's bought it and then they're selling it.
It's for me. That's like buying a haunted house.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Facts.
Of course you.
Why the fuck would you want to buy that?
Because
Exactly.
niggas love haunted houses.
That shit is dark.
No, that shit is super dark.
Niggas love dark. We live in a generation of dark.
Whoever buys it know that they are dark vibes. They're low frequency.
We know as much about it because we love dark in that sense. Because that's information that.
No,
What if
that's
they
a version of like being aware of like.
What if they turn it into like a homeless resort, and all the
What?
and all the homeless got shipped there?
I feel like a
we
lot of
fuck with
homeless
that?
people operate on a different level. Like, what kind of homeless people are we talking? Like, I could just become homeless tomorrow and I can go.
It's hard because I'm like.
Or you talk about people with like mental.
I'm homeless. I want to go.
I'm kind of down because I feel, and at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of fucked up. But I'm kind of down. But it'd be kind of fucked up.
Homeless island.
But I feel like they would want to go there, honestly. If you just told them like you were sending them to an island, they'd be like.
That sounds like a fucking plot to a movie where they just kill you.
They definitely would be down, personally, I think.
Oh man, that's a great movie concept actually. Damn, can we write that down? I'm telling you, this episode got some ideas in here.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Black China is pissed. She doesn't get no child support.
She had to like repo her car and some shit.
No, she didn't.
But then did you guys see it? That
She has Tyga and a Kardashian.
Wait, so they both said that they have their children like Sunday through Saturday or Monday through Saturday and then Tuesday through Saturday. I think that was the days. But anyways, they're like, I pay everything. I pay for his school. I pay for his medical expenses. I pay for I have him all the time, like these children all the time. And then Tyga was like, yo, you're paying like $3,000 less than me. Like, how'd you do that? Because one's paying $37 and one's paying $40,000 a month.
Hold on.
He said, who's the plug?
Who's
Rob Kardashian was paying like $3,000 more or $3,000 less.
And Tyga asked him, who's the plug?
Yeah.
This is his lawyer, probably. It's crazy. Lawyer. It's definitely his lawyer. I'm sure the Kardashians probably have a better lawyer.
Man.
For real. But hold on.
So they both have their saying that Blac Chyna does not have her children, and she's over here like complaining about all this shit. Like, girl.
So the money that they're getting, the money that she's getting, is it just she's spending it so fast? Because she's getting a ton of money, it sounds like, right? That money's going to her, right?
It's their school and their medical expenses.
But does she have to prove?
No, I think they don't have to pay. I think that's what she's upset about, is that she's not getting child support. And they're like, why would we give you money if we have these children most of the week? We pay everything. Why would I give you money?
So they have the kids majority of the time.
Yes, that's what they're both saying.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Essentially, yeah, why would I pay? And if I have no kids the majority of the time, then you know what they need financially.
Yeah. You're
handling it mostly financially. Then yeah, I'm definitely gonna, not for real. Damn. So she's sauce. All right, then yeah, now maybe I believe it. Because I was like, hold on. She's got Tiger and a Kardashian kid? Like, there's no way she could be broke, but you put it like that.
Expensive lifestyle.
And that's, I mean, people think that they're owed that. Yeah, since like their child lives this way with you, they should live this way with me. So you should pay for that. I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
And at the same time,
or some people feel that way.
Does she have to do it? You think in life she should have to do something? She should have to make money or bring some sort of income?
I think anybody living on the planet, if you are able and you have to, and like that's your situation.
Having 2 kids, one from Tiger, one from...
None of that should matter.
That's a sick game if that's what it is, Sin.
Yeah.
It's a sick game.
Yeah.
I mean, some people play it though.
Yeah.
That ain't that true.
What's the next award show? Because I feel like what's the next award show?
Something has to happen. We have to see something else.
What is the next award show? Because I feel like the next award show is gonna be lit.
It's gonna be like a wardrobe malfunction. Like someone's ass is just gonna fucking be out.
Award show.
I just see that happening.
Their asshole? What'd you say?
Oh yeah, we'll just see like an asshole pic. Sin.
The next level of television.
Yeah, where I'm getting asshole pics on the TV?
Yeah.
No way. The issue is that they've probably shown something on TV, whether it was like a button or a design that looks very similar to an asshole, but you would never see it on an actual asshole on TV.
Not even like a live. Yeah, they delay live shows now. At least I hope so.
So March 27th was the 94th Oscar ceremony.
3 days ago.
April 3rd Grammys ceremony.
Oh, it's next week. Is that Monday? That might be Monday.
April
3rd?
In Las Vegas.
Oh, Sunday.
Instead of Los Angeles. So that's the next ceremony.
This Sunday. Are you gonna watch it?
Dude, you know niggas is watching it. After that, every award show I think is gonna benefit from that.
Yeah.
Niggas is watching it, great.
We're in a fucked up. Wow, this is crazy, man. Hey, I wanted to play my new homie song because
Who?
You feel me?
Whoa.
This is my boy RepXL.
End of the day podcast.
And yeah, man, he's been in the studio cooking. So he kind of sent me this is a rough. You know, he just found a beat
and did his thing
real quick.
Did his thing.
He put it down in the studio and he was just like, it's not mixed or anything, but you know, we got that early shit. So let's get it.
Yeah.
TTT will exclusive.
Hey, XL, 20 bitches, I'm a monster. At the Noble, we in Calamari. Now I'm twisting up the pasta. On the team, I was damn bad. See me working up the roster.
Oh, this shit hard.
Then I bounce back. I need it sloppy, no problem. Let me get in them guts like a doctor. I'm a G-ho, you know it's no shocker. I'm a certified walker, no talking. Had to stuff all the weed in the locker. Get lil' bro, 100 and knocking. And I know where you at cause I watch it. I got real heavy metal, go rockin'. I just mixed 42 in the closet. Told a little bitch gon' make it twerk. Then throw it back on me. Better act like you bout it or you keep it pushing, you know how to gas on E. I got real niggas running that never had nothing, they never gon' lack on me. And it ain't no discussion, I put it your fuss, she got money and math on me. Y'all telling them fairy tales, and I know your bitch very well, she go hard on the dick. Man, I just taught her them tricks, she been in and folded, she started to snitch. You working at Ross and you started at 10. Real nigga party, it's hard to get in. 3-letter M on the top of the bins, you not on your block, so we spin it again, again and again and again and again. Louis be printing on all of my limbs. I think I need me a cleanse, she keep getting freaky and back of the 10. Water on the wrist costs way too much. Bag in the stock go way too up. I don't take those, you be way too sus. Gotta block a little bitch, she play too much. Count on me, I be way too clutch. Go deep in the back, I be way too stuck. Cheap on flow, now they get me be glitching. You ain't got to get the fuck out the kitchen like I'm on the stove and my nigga on dishes. Your bitch at the crib, oh, you thought she was missing. Stop all that whining and bitching. I got a little 30 like Curry, no mission. Hold on.
My goodness.
End of the day podcast.
That shit go hard. I was
He's a
gonna
star
run
for
that
sure.
back.
Yes, man. All I gotta say is my boy be cooking. I don't know if you call it a freestyle or what, but homie did that shit real quick. So I was just like, man, that's monster right there.
For real, for real. Shout out Rap.
Yeah, shout
RepXL,
out
friend
Rap.
of the podcast.
We need to get that drop.
Yeah, for real. Get on that.
I'm very drunk.
Liddy.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a great week, guys.
Exclusive.
It was a lot of
great
drama.
week. Yeah, that slap was a lot, man.
Thought it was a lot. But
Everyone
guys,
felt
All I can advise is to the people is to like zoom out from the situation.
Don't
like,
get slapped.
there's so much
don't get slapped.
there's so much around it. You know?
for real.
There is. No, there is.
There's so much to learn.
Slaps.
Slap, 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 slap.
Heartbeat slap.
Man.
All right, y'all.
Learn
And
something.
there you have it. Another
Learn something.
non-violent episode.
Non-violent. No
Nobody
slaps.
gets no slaps. It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
Yes, sir. It's your boy T. We out here.
TTT will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I want a new drop. I've outgrown it.
Oh.
I feel like
I'm with that. I'm
not gonna deny that at all. That feels like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new drop coming.
Yeah, new job on the way. Love you. See you guys next week.
Peace, y'all.
thanks for coming.